Illegal immigration is out of control on numerous islands of our Commonwealth. One of the worst places is Abaco. In recent weeks, the two members of the governing side from Abaco have been quoted in the media expressing alarm over the immigration situation in that island. Perhaps their own government wouldn't listen to them, so they had to speak out in the press. In an October 25th, 2022 article in Nassau Guardian headlined, I quote, "MP sounds alarm on illegal migrants," end quote.
Stop going on the phone and listen.
The member for Central and South Abaco laid out the problem. He said the illegal population is near matching the Bahamian population on the island. He further went on to say, there's a significant number. I wouldn't say how many, but it is a significant number.
Yes.
It could possibly match the Bahamian populace in Abaco now. End quote. Madam Speaker, can you imagine what would happen if the member feels that the numbers are equal now? It's only a matter of time for that number surpass the indigent or Bahamian population. In an October 25th, 2022 article, the Tribune headlined, Abaco has vexing migrant issue. MP, the member for North Abaco, expressed his concern. He said, not only are the migrants here building illegal communities, occupying land illegally, working illegally, but more alarming, they are being facilitated and employed by Bahamians. He further went on to say, for the love of our country, we can't ask the government to fix a problem in the light and facilitate it in the dark. I hope and pray that we all do our part to correct this issue, end quote.
Listen to the MP.
My administration sought to address the shantytown issue once and for all. We were going to ensure that they were all cleared. Madam Speaker, just briefly, the mud, the sandbanks, and Pigeon Pea were cleared. The farm had a number of homes. We had ensured that there was one entrance to the farm. That entrance was being manned by a police and defense force. No one can enter with any type of heavy equipment or materials, and therefore difficult to build. There was also, on order, a mobile police station that was supposed to be placed on the farm. Anyone entering who were illegal would have been dealt with appropriately. Those who were legal would have been dealt with appropriately, regularized, etc. And they would have been encouraged to move into proper facilities that meet government standards. And they would have been given the benefit, like all of us, to apply for land and build their home. Madam Speaker, in addition to that, the plan was to go after Bahamians who may have been hiring individuals illegally and apply the full extent of the law. There were major, large generators, almost the size of BPL's generators. They had to be moved by crane or assisted to get there. Those were moved. It would be interesting for the government to find out where they are now. They were supposed to be at BPL for storage, but I hope they're still there or they've been moved somewhere else. But those individuals were supposed to have been dealt with. Another component of it, any Bahamian or anyone hiring an individual obtaining work permit would have had to ensure that they would have received proper education without putting additional stress on our educational system. And they would have had to ensure that they had proper health insurance. So again, they do not put additional strain on our already burdensome health facility. After Abaco, we were moving to Eleuthera and then Andres. But now I'm hearing that Exuma is growing slowly, and I ask you to watch it. But there was an injunction by the court. I think that injunction remains to this day. We cannot let them build sprawly illegal communities and stand idly by saying there is nothing we can do. We must continue to have a fair and efficient repatriation policy. Structures that violate our law need to be lawfully demolished and removed. Madam Speaker, I would remember when I was doing one of my first investments, I was building the wall, putting barriers. And I wanted to erect the wall 6 foot in height. Town planning came and said, the zoning regulations only allow it to go to 4 feet. I took the additional block down, confined by town planning regulation, because I would have not been able to proceed and open my facility. If I must abide by the law, so should everybody else. If you abide by the law, Madam Speaker, so should everybody else. It is not fair for you or any Bahamian in this society who works hard trying to save their money to buy a piece of property, and God knows you can't buy in the West anymore. If you don't have $200,000, you can't come in the West anymore. It's so expensive. But you work extremely hard to buy a property for your children. And another person just come and take it free of charge and build while you are abiding by the law. It has to be stopped, be it by you or be it by us, but it has to be stopped.